If you want to start a business selling brand name products online, then this video is for you because we're going to show you how to buy products from trusted suppliers, send them into platforms like Walmart and Amazon, and then collect the profit every time they sell, all without ever touching the products yourself. So what I have here is a few stores that you guys most likely recognize, places like Macy's, Big Lots, Walgreens, Advanced Auto Parts. And the truth is, traditional retail stores like these are dying. This article from USA Today shows that Advanced Auto Parts is closing 700 locations this year. Macy's closing about 150, Walgreens, 1,200 stores over the past 3 years. Big Lots is going bankrupt. And the thing is, people are still buying products. In fact, they're buying products more than ever. They're just not buying them in the same way that they used to. So where are they buying them? They're buying them online, obviously. So I'm sure all of you have used Amazon, and I'm pulling this data directly from Amazon. You can look it up on sell.amazon.com. But Amazon does anywhere from $600 to $700 billion in sales on a yearly basis. And more than 60% of those sales come from third-party independent sellers like myself. And quick stat here, also from Amazon, is independent sellers in the US averaged more than $290,000 in annual sales back in 2024. And I'm in no way guaranteeing that you're going to make anywhere near this amount of money on a yearly basis selling on Amazon, but this is the facts they're putting out. And more than 55,000 independent sellers have generated over $1 million in sales in 2024. So shopping is going mostly online, and people like me are becoming middlemen between the brands and the customers to make money like this every single month, every single year. So how does this fit into your life? Because if you're watching this video, I can only assume that you've either looked at or are invested in things like stocks, real estate, crypto even maybe. And the truth about all these traditional investments are that they are slow. And these investments do work. They just take a long time to pay you back. And if you're anything like me, you want to make money fast. So the thing about stocks is, they rise, they fall, they take a long time. Real estate ties up your capital for years, but investing into brand name products that people already want, let me show you some real examples. So this product here and all the ones you'll see over the next couple slides are all products that I personally invested into and sold on Amazon's platform. So up in the right-hand corner, right here, you'll see the order confirmation from the suppliers that I'm buying these products from. Then right here, you'll see some of the math from my tool SellerAmp that'll show you how much I'm buying it for, how much I sell it for, how much profit I make, and how much ROI I make. And then down here is a breakdown of all the fees and everything like that. So the product I'm selling here are these vitamins or supplements, whatever they are. And I sell a lot of vitamins and supplements, but I'm not sure if you're familiar with this brand or not. But up here, you can see I bought 35 of them at this price here. You can do the math if you want, but $7.42 per unit that I'm paying for these. These are selling over 1,000 times per month, according to Amazon's data and according to SellerAmp's data as well. And you can see that I'm selling them for $6.60 profit per unit. And that's almost a 90% return on my investment. And you can see the profit breakdown here. I paid $7.42, fees were $7.24. I'm left with about $6.60, which is about 90% ROI. Now, I'm not going to go into all the exact metrics for all of these. You can pause the video if you want, but same deal with this flashlight here, selling about 600 times per month. Here's my order confirmation here, what I bought it for, what I sold it for on Amazon. You can see the sale price, fee breakdown. And then same for this cocktail shaker as well. This is selling 2,000 times per month. You can see my order right here, 70 units for this price here, pay $21 per unit, $6 profit, 77% ROI. You get the point. And I want to be clear, these ROIs are not necessarily average on listings that I sell or that anyone sells for that matter. These are just some of the better ROIs on listings that I've had that I'm showing you. So in general, I'd aim for at least a 30% ROI. Anything above that is pretty solid. So with this business, inventory typically sells within 30 days. That's usually the sales cycle from when it gets checked in. And it generates at a minimum 30%. That's typically what I take as my minimum, up to anywhere from 50, 60, 70, 80%. Obviously, the higher the percent, the better. But bare minimum 30% per month on your invested capital. So compared to something like stocks, where you might get 10%, 15% on a really good year, this is getting 30% on a monthly basis. So just to be clear, we are only selling on pre-existing listings that are already proven to sell and are already in demand. And these are products from brand names where these brands have already built up reputations for us. So all we have to do is find a listing, hop on it, and sell the product. So we are not going to be inventing our own product or our own brand. We're not going to be building our own website or anything like that. And we're not running any ads. So that makes this a very low risk business model because there's no guesswork. We can see exactly what products are selling, what products aren't selling, and we're not reinventing the wheel. And if you were to work with me and my team, our goal is to make this even lower risk for you and make sure you get results faster. So here's how I can help you actually get started with this business. So what our offer consists of is we have a very high touch mentorship where you will work directly with me and my team. So we're going to give you hands-on guidance, daily resources, and proven tools so you're never trying to figure this out on your own. And I have it broken down in the bullet points here with exactly what you'll get. So you'll get 24/7 direct chat access to myself and the other coaches. You will also get 2 one-on-one coaching calls with us every single week. So we'll build out a full roadmap for you. And then any issues you have come up along the way, we'll be there to address those live on call with you twice a week. On top of that, we send out product leads every single day. These are products that are already selling on Amazon. And we send you the link to the Amazon listing, but also the link to the supplier to where you can buy the product from. So there's literally no guessing involved. You can see the exact source of the product, and then you can see how much it's selling on Amazon for, and then just buy it, sell it, that's it. And on top of that, we have a video training library and SOPs that are constantly updated when new things come out with Amazon. So This will just help you get up to speed faster and kind of cut down that learning curve for you. But what I want to show you now is actual people that have came through this system. So as you can see here, this is one of my students, Joseph. And as you can see, Joseph is pretty young. When he got started with me about a year and a half ago, he was in high school. Now he's graduated high school and is doing Amazon full time. And in just 7 days earlier this summer, Joseph did $10,000 in sales, which comes out to about $3,600 net profit in 1 week. And he's been consistently hitting over $10,000 net profit on a monthly basis and is continuing to grow his business. And as you can see here, you might have seen I have a YouTube video with Joseph as well, where he breaks down exactly how he got started, what he's up to now, things like that. It's a pretty cool video. Now, I also have my client Brett here, who started, he was actually already doing Amazon and was doing about $3,000 per month in net sales or total sales. And over 5 months, I helped him scale up to over $75,000 a month in revenue. And you can see here, this is a screenshot from him from Prime Day, where he did $7,000 in sales in 1 day. It looks like about $18,000 in 1 week of sales on Amazon alone, which is pretty impressive. So if this is at all interesting to you, let me show you the onboarding process for what happens when you work with us. So the first step is you'll instantly get access to all the training videos, SOPs, tools, everything you'll possibly need, and the support system right away. From there, we'll help you open and verify your seller account. This all happens within hours or just whenever you're ready to do so. And then after that, we'll schedule you on a one-on-one onboarding call and kind of build that roadmap or game plan like I mentioned. And on that same call, we'll help you get set up with your tools, sourcing, and product analysis. And from there, it's just a matter of learning the skills, putting in reps, and identifying your first potential product within a week or so. And a lot of our clients do end up finding their first product within a week or so, but it really just depends on how much time you're putting into this, things like that. So to this point, we have helped a lot of people start and scale this business, and they've all asked the same questions when getting started. So for the next few slides here, I'll be answering questions about how the business model works, how our program works, and how we can guarantee that you'll get results. So one, how much time does this business model take? To be honest, if you have an extra 1 to 2 hours per day, which comes out to around 10 hours per week, you can run this business model. Now, obviously, if you have more time beyond that, it's always good so you can learn faster, look for more products, things like that. But even if you have a full-time job, which a lot of our clients do, you can still run this with an hour or so on a daily or nightly basis, just whatever works best for you. So how long until I can get results is another good question. And of course, this is going to vary a lot person to person and business to business. But in general, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people can start finding their first products within a week or two of starting the business. But this is a physical product business. So you have to take into account things like shipping times, check-in times, fulfillment center transfers that we can't really control. But the things we can control are finding products, which you can do in as little as, honestly, a day or so. But being realistic, if you're just getting started, finding your first product take about a week. And then from there, getting it shipped in, checked in could take another 2 or so weeks. But once it's all checked in with the fulfillment centers, it starts selling pretty much right away. Next question is, okay, how much money do I need? And realistically, I'd say bare minimum about $1,000. And technically, you could start with less, but it's just going to be so much harder to start building up momentum and then really getting that compound interest effect, which allows you to grow your income and make more money. So with less than 1,000, you're just going to be very limited to the inventory that you can actually invest into. Next question is, what if my products don't sell? And this is not something that we deal with this business model because we're only selecting pre-existing listings that are already selling. So we do all the due diligence beforehand to make sure that the products we're investing into are already selling. Otherwise, we don't buy them. And the next question you might have is, why trust me? Because I'm sure you just saw me on social media somewhere and then clicked on this video. So I have 2 reasons for you. And the first reason is I've been doing this full time ever since I graduated college. So about 3 years ago, I started this business. I've been doing it full time, no 9 to 5 or anything like that ever since. And as you can see, here's a screenshot from one of my YouTube videos where I'm showing my dashboard where I did $1.5 million in my first year selling on Amazon. And since then, I've just been reinvesting back into the business, scaling that up, and then reinvesting into other things as well. And it's allowed me to pretty much travel wherever I want, move to whatever city I want, buy, pretty much whatever I want. I mean, not anything, but it's my dream car I bought earlier this year. And also down here is a couple of screenshots from coaching calls that I do with a handful of my clients. Obviously, I couldn't fit every single client that I've worked with down here, but just to give you an idea of what these coaching calls look like, it's one-to-one, face-to-face, and we help address pretty much whatever you need. And the second reason to trust us is our guarantee, because we are very confident that our program works and we have results to prove that. So our guarantee to you is as long as you show up and take advantage of the resources we provide, we will guarantee that we get you to at least $10,000 in sales. Otherwise, we'll keep working with you hands-on until we get you to that point. So as long as you don't get lazy or give up or anything like that, we will guarantee to keep working with you until you hit those numbers. And here we just have a couple more clients that we've gotten results for. So on the right here, we have Harry, who did about $200,000 in total sales in the first 5.5-ish months of this year. And he's been doing this all while traveling all over Asia and some other countries in Europe, running this business just all from his laptop. And over here, we have Dario, who was already running this business. As you can see, he was kind of stagnant around here, started working with us and pretty much 3 or 4x his sales in just a couple of months here. So just to reiterate, when you work with us, you get 24/7 direct chat access to both myself and the other coaches. You get 2 one-on-one coaching calls every single week to map out a roadmap and hold you accountable. You get product leads sent out to you on a daily basis. And you get a video training library and SOPs that are constantly updated as well. So we provide as much to you as we can to try to make it impossible for you to fail with this business model. And for you, the next steps to get started are just to fill out the application below this video, schedule a call if you're qualified, and then talk with our team to get all of your questions answered. They'll go over the business with you, see if it makes sense or if it doesn't make sense, and then give you next steps from there. And if you're still here watching this video, I appreciate you staying to the end, and I'll see you on the inside.